Cancers, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a look at what your messages from your spiritual team are at this moment. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hopefully you decide to stick around and hang out and watch other videos that I post here at the channel. I will leave also my information in the comment section if you would like to get a personal reading with me. But not to bore you, let's go ahead and jump straight into the messages. The first card we have, it says, if they once loved you, they still do. So right off the bat, your spiritual team is coming in with the tea. So there's somebody who's still deeply, madly in love with you. They just either don't know how to express it, or they know that they have basically blown their chance with you based off of what you guys have been through past tense. They know that past tense they did not do right by the opportunity that you gave them to love them, and they don't know how to approach having that conversation or reaching some point of understanding in regards to this, because they know that they fumbled, and they know that there's not really enough words that they could really say to excuse their actions towards you and the things that you guys have went through. This also talks about unresolved conversations or unresolved issues. If you have been, wondering within an existing connection, does your person genuinely still love you, regardless of the struggles you guys have been going through and the arguments? The answer is most definitely yes. Let's keep going. It says, bazinga. There's something here that may be a surprise. Either a surprise opportunity, a surprise conversation, a surprise job. There's something here that's surprising of nature, that's faded also. Pay attention to what does pop up over the next week or so. Very interesting. It says worry is wasted emotion. Yes. It's important that you are not ruminating in a way where it's dictating how you're moving, in a way where you're freezing up, you're self-isolating, you're doubting yourself, you're losing sight of the bigger plan or the bigger plot for yourself. Spirit is saying worrying is wasted emotion, where you could be pouring your energy into things that could make you more prepared. Because whenever we're worried, it's because we don't know what to expect next. So let's say, for instance, you're worried about whether or not you'll pass a test. All you can really do is be prepared by studying. Or when it comes to having worries, when it comes to like love, all you can do is be prepared for anything to happen, and knowing that going into certain situations with high expectations off the rip doesn't really allow you to just see the reality of things. So make sure you're not feeding your worry in a way where it's not giving you the opportunity to see what's actually happening with certain people around you or with certain opportunities. We also have enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. So this is an authenticity card. If there is certain things about you that makes you different, that makes you you, whether that's your spiritual abilities, whether that is your interests, your look, your style, it's okay to be authentically you, and you don't need to apologize for being that. And if you have certain spaces that's making you, or certain people that's making you feel like you can't be appreciated for that, that's not the space for you to be in. It says, live your bliss. I go where you go. This is a reminder that your spiritual team is around you. Like, irregardless of whatever frustrations that you go through or moments where you feel like you're just lonely, your spiritual team is right behind you, supporting you in ways that you cannot see. And your spiritual team wants you to do things that allow you to live in true happiness. And happiness doesn't look like external situations being 100% perfect. It looks like you being content within, irregardless of how much money you have in your pocket, if things are going well in your relationship, if things are going well at work. You have to find your personal center, or groundedness so that you can be at baseline content. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to pull 3 from here, and then we're going to go into the tarot. What are the messages coming through for my Cancers from their spiritual team they really need to hear at this moment? It says, there are enough hours in the day. Set a goal to make the next 24 hours as productive as possible, then get organized and execute. You can handle anything when properly prepared. The actions required to achieve your goals will be fueled by your plan for the day. Some of you may feel like you just do not have enough time. There's so much stuff that you want to get done, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur outside of your 9-to-5 job. You could feel like there's so many things that have to be completed or done in order for you to, be grounded. I can't talk right now, y'all. But it's important that you just divvy out your time better. Like, the message here is there is enough time in the day. You just may have to get very intentional about your time. When we're intentional with our time, we end up having extra hours all of a sudden to chill out, to relax after we've made our priorities a priority. So if you have been just kind of doubting whether or not you can multitask and have, a 9-to-5 job and also be an entrepreneur, or, be a parent, have a job and be an entrepreneur too, whatever it may be, you just have to be intentional. We also have releasing anger from the past sets me free in the present. So your spiritual team is getting you to release a lot of pent-up tension, frustration, misunderstanding. Even you guys having moments where you may have disregarded your intuition for the sake of someone else. I think that you're recalibrating after this, and it's important that you are releasing the need to be angry still about certain treatments. And you're valid for how you feel. You're very much valid for how you feel. The only reason why we just want to make it a point that we don't hold on to that is because we don't want that to then blind us from good things that are going on in our lives because we're frustrated. So then we push off the good things because of that frustration. So it's just making sure you don't rob yourself of opportunity because of this, because certain emotions like this are so dense that it makes everything seem so worse or drab. It says the key to getting what I want is to ask for it. So be clear in what you want from your spiritual team. If you want a certain type of car, you need to describe it to the year. Color and everything. If you are wanting love in your life, you need to describe this person to a T, because what works for you may not work for someone else. And we can't just say, I want love in my life or an honest partner. Of course, well, we should expect that our partner is going to be honest with us. But we want to make sure we're being very descriptive. What type of partner fits in alignment with the lifestyle that you live? What type of job fits in alignment with the lifestyle that you're trying to live? When you're asking for abundance, be specific in the number and what you're going to do with that money so that you can be very purposeful in your manifestations. All right, let's pull some final cards. We have the 6 of Wands, we have the Temperance, the 10 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and also the Judgment. So the 6 of Wands and the Temperance card, this represents success. In due time, Cancers, you guys are going to be tapping into a whole new level of progression. You're just needing to stay grounded, stay consistent, stay emotionally tempered, and show up and let your spiritual team do the work behind the scenes. The Temperance card is literally your spiritual team showing up in the cards here. So all you have to do is just show up on the front end and let your spiritual team do the work on the back end. This also talks about things being revealed to you, whether about yourself and also people around you. And it's important that you meet yourself with grace, and if this is a partner or a person that you love, that you meet them with grace as well. Now, with the Ten of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, this talks about ending a period of depression. So if you have been mentally exhausted or depressed or overthinking things, I do think that there's an ending to that coming. Okay, this is an opportunity for you guys to rip yourself out of this energy by, with the Page of Pentacles, seeing your potential. A lot of times we forget our potential, or we have been let down in certain ways, and we think that we're just so off track that we lose sight of the fact that we are literally a ball of potential. So Spirit's encouraging you to turn your attention to what you know that you're good at, what you know that you possess personally. And I think that's why there's been so many wake-up calls that you guys have been faced with, so that you can do just that. But I hope that this was helpful. If you did take something from this reading, definitely thumbs it up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you, Cancers.